name is Lily. I'm going to be your technician today. I'm just getting my tools together. I've got you down for the works. Is that right? Yeah, so that includes an inner and outer ear cleaning, a spa massage, and a spa mask. Okay, I'm just making sure I have everything. I'm gonna pull up a chair. Are you doing good? You looking comfortable to me? Yeah, you look good. Okay, so I'm just gonna be behind you. I'm gonna be getting into your ears side to side like this. Have you ever had an ear cleaning done before? Yes, so that's what I'm going to need from you. I need you to stay as still as possible when I'm going inside your ear with tools, okay? You have nothing to worry about. I'm very good at it. But that's the part where you need to try and keep your head as still as you can. After that, go wild, move around all you want. I'm going to go inside with an otoscope to check out what we're going to need to clean out for the inner ear cleaning. So I'm just going to hold your head, and that's going to help you. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad in there. It really varies. Sometimes I feel like it's genetic more than anything. I personally don't get any earwax. I'm going to hold your head again, okay? Okay. This one's a little worse. Just like waxy. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look serious. But because the spa treatment, includes that. So what I'm going to do is let me go through my little tools here, and I'm going to just adjust your head a little bit so that I can access it a little more. There you go. You still okay? You still comfy? Well, comfier than me. I'm bent over a table. Okay. Let's go ahead and start by trying to scoop it out. We're going to scoop it out with a very gentle tool. Okay? This is just a silicone pick. It's really hard to do any damage in there with that. So even if you move around a little bit, it's going to give me an idea of how squiggly you are without hurting you. So it's just going to go into your ear. So you're going to feel kind of a little tickle. Okay? And I'm just going to scrape along the sides. Like that. And scoop out whatever I can manage. Like I said, your ears are not all that waxy, so there's not going to be a lot for me to get, but because this is part of the relaxation treatment, I'm gonna use something. There we go. Back. So how is that? Is that tickly? Is it uncomfortable? Luckily, we're going to fix that. Well, the small package includes removing the wax and then kind of doing some little spa go in with a feather pick afterward, which kind of helps quell the itching. It's like, I'll show it to you before I use it, if you're concerned about it. Are you? You're in good hands. Just checking to make sure that I got it. Okay. A little bit more. Kind of do it by feel. We have a couple tools that have cameras on them. I think that's good for that side. I'm going to move on to the other one. We have a couple tools that have cameras on them, but I don't find them necessary. I've been doing it for so long that I don't tend to need it. I'm just going to tip your head. I'm just going to tilt your head a little bit, okay? I'll put my hand behind your head like that, just so that I can get in here with my right hand. You don't want me in there with my left hand. That would end in tragedy. Are you interested in that kind of thing? Well, some people are really grossed out by it. They're like, ew, don't show me. But some people are like, I want to see. Oh yeah, I'm definitely an I want to see kind of person. I would not have become an esthetician if I didn't want to see that stuff. It is not a job for the faint of heart. Just gonna go along the back side of your ear canal here. There we go. There was one that was really giving me some problems. You get to decide on scents and stuff. We have a couple different masks. Are you sensitive to that kind of thing? Yeah, like your skin? Okay. Yeah, you can choose a sensitive skin variety. You can choose unscented if you don't like. I know some people are really sensitive to smells, so we carry unscented products for everything. I'm kind of sensitive to smells. I don't like flower smells very much. They are overpowering. But I really like the citrus stuff. We have a couple citrus masks that are, they smell delicious. Okay, let's make sure we got everything. going in with the otoscope, okay? That's beautiful in there. So, next is, like I said, to kind of help quell the itching, I'm going to use some of these picks. So what they are is they're these little light down picks, and they kind of go into here. I'm going to show you. How's that feel? Okay. Okay. We're going to do both at the same time. Just gently go in. And kind of twirl them around a little bit. Is that kind of helping with the itching? So what I'm doing is not really like medically necessary, but because this is like a spa massage treatment, I'm going to be using them to do very gentle. So, like I'm just going to stroke them right here along the ear. So we go up the tragus like this, and I'm being very dexterous right now. Go down to the lobe. I'm going to twist a little bit on the lobe like this. And then we're going to go back in your ear. So it's going to be kind of like that. So I'm going to go in. Twist there. In. Give it a little twist. I'm just going to watch my left side carefully and around here again. Rinse and repeat. And around up to the top part here, the helix. And one more time on the inside, okay? Watching my left carefully so it doesn't betray me. I'm doing a longer time on the inside of the ear here because this is our last one. that. That is the inside of your ears taken care of. Okay, next we're going to use something to remove any dust or skin particles from the outsides of your ears, okay? And we affectionately refer to this at the office as Dr. Sticky Guy. This is a very sticky little guy. I mean, there's really no other way to describe him. That's why we call him Dr. Sticky Guy. He's seen better days. He's had a little rough. But we're going to essentially plop this guy on your ear like this. And get all of the dust and dead skin off of your ears in a very spa-like style. Nice and slow and relaxing. I'm going to lean in a little bit just so I can see what I'm doing and let Dr. Sticky Guy work his magic. Well, we thought it was going to be more comforting if he was a doctor. People would take it more seriously. But he just has a PhD in being sticky. Well, he's not our only one, but he is the original. We've got Dr. Sticky Whale, Dr. Sticky Slice of Watermelon. Oh, Dr. Sticky Weird Alien Thing. That's another one of my favorites. They all have their PhD. But in different things, not what you would expect. Well, one of them has it in geology. Okay, once we get all of that dust and debris, we're going to do a nice wash, nice warm, most perfect temperature wash. Although you get to decide that. Do you like cool? Do you like warm? Do you like hot? What would be your ideal temperature? You got it. Time for Dr. Sticky Guy to go home. He has a very short work day. And we're going to move on to your perfect temperature wash. Let me make sure that this is ideal. I'm going to go ahead and take off my gloves now, if you don't mind. Okay. That is a little cooler than I think you want it, so let me just... Okay. Okay. How is this? Okay, a little warmer. Yeah, I got a little more for you. Okay, how about this? Good, good. Adjusting your head just a little bit. And I'm just going to very gently clean the rest of your ear so we got all of the loose, dry debris off of it. Now we're just going to do the final step here. And you always gotta make sure that you get behind. That's where it tends to have the most dead skin. Oh, I apologize. Should really put it in a bun. Okay. And behind. Sorry, I keep putting my hands in your face. It cools down a little bit as we go since, you know, the temperature of the room. Yeah, it's really refreshing, I think. Right. You are clean as can be there. What we're going to do now is condition your ears with a very nice mask. Get this out of the way. Were you wanting to go with a scent? Were you wanting to do... Actually, we do. Let's see, I think this one's going to be our best, but it's kind of vanilla-y. It touts itself as marshmallow, but vanilla is what gives marshmallow its smell. Okay. What do you think of this? Oh, it's good. Yeah. Okay. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to put a mask over your ears for a short moment. And it's going to soften your skin and make the massage really nice and smooth. Okay, other side. Here we go. So while this mask is on, we're going to do something that we call tap massage, okay? I'm going to take a flat object, specifically a tongue depressor, and just lightly tap around your ear on the mask, okay? It's going to make some lightly sticky sounds. And I think I've got 2 of these. So that we can do simultaneous. Here we go. This is just while the mask is doing its thing. Ninja. Oh god, no. I'm maybe what you would call the opposite of a ninja. What is the opposite of a ninja? A bumbler? No, not like the app. Like I just bumble things. You know, when my son was young, we used to play a game, quote unquote. It was really kind of a lesson called ninja training. What I would do was I would sit with my eyes closed outside, and he would have to approach me and touch me on the back or touch me anywhere without me hearing him. And if he heard me, or if I heard him, I would open my eyes and point to where he was. He thought it was really fun, but it was teaching him to walk quietly because he was a real stomper and we lived in an apartment. So I was just teaching him to be polite to the neighbors. Well, technically my dad started it and he didn't call it ninja training, but he hated us being loud. It wasn't just walking quietly, it was just being quiet in the house. It's, there's a balance. It's good to learn to be polite to the people around you, but then there's also, sometimes you're just kind of loud when you live with people. It's nice to try to be as thoughtful as you can, but especially if they're not going to be thoughtful back to you, there's a limit. Alright, you are ready for the mask to come off. It's time to experience your shiny new ears. Now that they're the same ears, but they're very soft now. And they're about to get a very lovely massage. Okay. How does it feel to have the softest ears this side of the Rockies? I know, it's glorious. Alright, I'm finally going to use my silly little hands. We're going to start with just a gentle massage. I'm just going to lightly squeeze parts of your ear, going down. So I start with the squeezes. And I'm just using very gentle light pressure, okay? We're not trying to sports massage your ears. That doesn't make any sense. Then we do a technique that I call finger flutters, where my fingers are just going to essentially dance to make it sound poetic. Along the helix of your ear, we're going to go up from the lobe, like this, all the way up to the helix. It's kind of like a tap and a trace at the same time. I think a lot about my job. I like having the right words for things, the right way to describe feelings. sometimes. I fancied myself one at one point. Not so much anymore. Next we're going to use a brush to just gently brush your hair like that. It's a very odd sounding brush. Here's the thing. It's because it's made of foil, so it has kind of an almost instrumental sound in a creepy way. But it's just for a light scratchiness, you know, the way that gently scratching skin feels. I just always have to concentrate so hard when I'm using both hands. Kind of doing a sound treatment too. There's a soothingness to the sound of things moving at a distance and coming closer to us again like this. I think at least. It's odd how much concentration it takes. Trying to move all of your limbs mindfully. It's not too scratchy, is it? Good. We're not like looking to exfoliate or anything. We've kind of already done that. Here we are. Let's see. Where is my... There you are. Next I'm going to use a roll massager, okay? This is just going to roll along your ear like this, up and down, and back and forth. And just kind of full of beads. We kind of believe in audio therapy here too. While this is like a massage esthetician joint, we also feel that there's a lot of healing properties in what we hear. So we try to have cues and triggers that promote relaxation. Kind of the same way that other spas have, like that Zen music going. That's not quite music. There's healing sounds like the light movement of beads in a metal tube that somebody put scotch tape on the end of. Or in metal pipe cleaners that we crinkle and pull away from your ears. Or, in kind words from somebody that you respect or trust or feel comforted by. The power of sound is. Well, yes, words are kind of their own power. But you can't tell me that you don't think that these little jiggly beads are relaxing. I may have created this tool myself with all the ingenuity of a 4-year-old with her mom's scotch tape roll. What can I say? I'm crafty. Just gonna work it in a little bit. Right there. Right. We're on to your final treatment. Just soft. I'm going to do it on your face a little bit too, if that's okay. It's just a super soft makeup brush. Whenever I do this treatment on people, I think about my mom painting me a princess to fall asleep when I was a little girl. She didn't have a brush though, she just used her finger. And I find it so soothing. She was so slow with it until sometimes she teased me and would tickle me, but she would do my eyeshadow and my lips. think there's something caring about it. Yeah. When we move with intentionality around other people, like when we move our own bodies with intentionality, like this, like with a slow pace like this, there's a thoughtfulness, I think, that translates to a feeling of being cared for, because being slow and mindful is difficult. It's so natural for us to try to move with efficiency, with speed, that when we slow ourselves down like this, it seems like effort, you know? And effort, when somebody makes efforts for you, it feels like caring, I think. This is the part where you're supposed to fall asleep. Close your eyes. Feel the care that the movements take. Just gentle little crunches down